All right, here's homework help, Module 5, Lesson 4. I'm going to do some of the problems we did in class, the ones that we didn't do in class. Please remember that your answers for volume should be cubed with the little 3 next to it. All right, so let's get started. Here's the homework. All right, here's some problems we didn't do in class. So each rectangular prism is built from centimeter cubes. So our unit is centimeters, and right here, of course, is centimeter cubed. Okay, so now we have to decide, not decide. One way to think about how to figure out what's length, width, height is that we're going to go across first, across the front of this. Then after that, we're going to go back. And then after that, we're going to go up. That's our height. Okay? So that's one way of thinking about it. So let's go ahead and start by doing our measurements, our length, width, height, and volume. Then we can figure out our volume. So let's start off with going across. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. Okay, I'm just talking about this line here. Each line is 1 centimeter. Now I'm going to go back, and this edge, to be more exact, is 2. There's 2 edges there. Okay, hopefully you understand how to get the number that we're looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 5 and the 2. And then we're going to go up for the height. And there's 2 cubes up. All right, now how do we get all of this to get the volume? Well, we're multiplying. We're basically going to multiply 5 times 2. Oops. And then multiply that times the last 2. Okay, now I can put 2 of these together, and I'll get 10. Then multiply that times a 2, and that's going to give me 20 centimeters squared. Okay, so on the line on the bottom for 2, I'm going to write 5 centimeters times 2 centimeters times 2 more centimeters, and that's going to give me 20 centimeters cubed. Okay. So hopefully you see the connection between the numbers. We just multiply the 3 dimensions. That's why there's a 3 at the centimeter cube. It's 3 dimensions that we're multiplying. Okay. Length, width, and height, they're calling it here. Sometimes it's called depth. All right, don't worry about that. Just know that you need to multiply 3 of the numbers. Let's go on to the next one. This is another one we didn't do in class. I'm going to start off going across, and there's 4 centimeters. Then we're going to go back, and there's 3 centimeters. And then we're going to go up height, and there's 3 more. So we're going to have 4 times 3 times 3. And we can group 2 of these together. So this is 12. I'm going to times it by the 3. Okay, so I just want you to see that I group these together to get my 12. Then I multiply times 3. This is just for me to see it a little bit clearer, and that gives me 36 centimeters cubed, excuse me. All right, so as I showed you before, we're going to take our 4, put that down here, put a centimeter next to it, multiply it times a 3, for the width. And then we're going to multiply that times the 3 for the height. 3 centimeters, by the way. And that's going to give us an answer of 36 centimeters cubed. Okay, the other ones we did in class. Hopefully you understood that. If not, go back and look at it. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. So 4 centimeters times 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters is equal to 36 centimeters cubed. All right, so the one we did in class is on the left. We multiply the 3 dimensions, 4 inches times 3 inches times 4 inches. Now we're going to do the one on the left, and we're going to start off with the 3 meters. We're going to multiply that times the 2 meters. Does it really matter which order we do it? No, not really. But we kind of want to get used to doing it a certain way. And then we're going to multiply it times 6 meters. All right, so now I'm going to find my answer by multiplying 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 6 is 36. So we have 36 meters cubed. For those of you that don't see it, I'm going to take these two, I'm going to multiply them together, and I get 6. And that would be meters squared times 6 meters. And that's going to give me 36 meters cubed. How did I get the first 6? Well, I combined these two. All right, to make it a little less confusing, I'll go ahead and bring this down so that you know that this one is where I got the second 6. And why did I cube it or square it? I put the little 2 there because when we multiply a meter times a meter, we get a meter squared. Okay, and then when I do meter squared times a meter, I'm going to get a meter cubed. Okay, to the 3rd power, because I'm multiplying 1, 2, 3 meters to get a cube, 3 dimensions. All right, there will be a word, a bonus word. I haven't figured out what it is yet. Actually, I have. That's your bonus word. All right, Tyrone is constructing a box in the shape of a rectangle prism to store his baseball cards. It has a length of 10 centimeters, a width of 7 centimeters, and a height of 8 centimeters. All right, what is the volume of the box? We're drawing a picture first, and we know that the length is 10 centimeters. So we're going to go 10 centimeters. Doesn't really matter if you go draw it exactly, but the idea is that you understand that there's 10 centimeters. Okay, and then it is 7 centimeters width, 7 centimeters width. Okay, and 8 centimeters height, 8 centimeters height. Let me get that bit better. All right. So we have all the dimensions. All right, so we have 10 centimeters here. We have 7 centimeters here. And we have 8 centimeters here. Okay, what is the volume? So we multiply across and we do our 10 times our 7 times our 8 Oops. Centimeters. So we're multiplying across. We're 3 dimensions again. And this is 70 times 8. 7 times 8. I'm letting you figure it out. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 7. Oops, I forgot a C for the meters here. And we have 56 centimeters cubed. So the volume of the box is 56 centimeters cubed. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. Remember the bonus word, write it down in your book or your booklet, your packet, and may the force be with you. Hopefully you dress up with the force tomorrow.